Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you could please take your seats, we'll go ahead and start our program. I want to welcome you to the 17th Annual Miller College of Business Alumni Awards. I'm Steve Ferris, Bryant Dean of the Miller College. I've been looking forward to this day for months because it's an opportunity to recognize successful alumni and reflect on our college's accomplishments. It's also a chance to reconnect with old acquaintances and to make new friends and to meet people that you've only ever seen on Zoom before. Indeed, it is the lasting personal and professional relationships that really distinguish a Miller College education. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for your ongoing efforts to elevate this great university and to support our dedicated students. Many within the college's network of alumni and friends return to campus to impart wisdom or work alongside students through external partnerships. Will those alumni and community partners who have supported immersive projects, mentored students, or visited classes please stand? Thank you so much for what you do for our students. Miller College faculty and staff are the assets that allow us to provide the programming and classes necessary for student success. They provide our students with the insights and tools needed to excel after graduation. Will those members of our faculty and staff in attendance please stand? And I just want to say thank you so much for struggling through the adjustments we had to make with COVID, changing our curriculum, and just what seemed to be day-to-day changes in how we were going to do business. Thank you for being patient with me as the dean. Thank you for being patient with your chairs. And thank you for focusing on our students. I did not put on this event. We pulled this off. We pulled this event off because of my dedicated staff who worked so diligently to make this happen. So I would like, as I call your name, I'd like for you to stand and we're going to join in a round of applause. Tammy Estep, our Director of External Relations in the back. J.J. Haney, Secretary to the Dean and Office Supervisors. JJ has the inevitable task of trying to keep me on time and keeping me straight, and she has patience with me. And she's also a new grandmother. Jennifer Keever, Secretary to the Associate Deans. Jennifer has two bosses, two deans, two associate deans, and you know how one boss can be, now she's got two. And Dina White, our events coordinator. I'd now like to take this time to share some important updates in the Miller College of Business with the alumni and the friends that are here. I will be brief, but there's a few things I want to brag about and take this opportunity to let you know what your College of Business is doing and what we're doing to prepare our students for career success and professional accomplishment. We completed the second year of our SOAR program, which is our signature professional development program and a program that will be imitated across all colleges here on campus. This program is delivered over 3 years and is designed to complement academic coursework with career preparation activities. Central to this program is the Year 2 mentorship experience. Each student is assigned a career-matched mentor that will guide them in their discovery to achieving career success. This kind of alumni coaching will help our students realize their full potential and gain professional success. Over the last 18 months, every department in the college completed an external program review. Each curriculum was examined for relevancy and currency by a panel of experts. These reviews were undertaken to ensure that our curriculum was cutting edge and that our students are being prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. These reviews have resulted in new courses being developed, old courses being retired, new minors created, and the design of a new major in management and leadership. We've created a new Miller Leadership Academy, which will be a scholarship and leadership training program for our most underserved students. Like SOAR, this program will be supported by an advisory board of generous alums who are focused on student professional development. The college's executive advisory board has created an innovation fund that's being used to fund funding for new programs and activities in the college. It is the college's R&D budget that allows us to pioneer those innovations that enhance the student experience while increasing the college's visibility. This fund will allow the college to remain at the leading edge in business and management education. As we come out of our pandemic, the Executive Learning Initiative is gaining momentum. This program engages the Miller College with the regional business community, allows faculty to develop practical business solutions, and identifies employers that can partner with our students. Our accreditation standards require that we engage with the business and civic communities, innovate in our curriculum and instruction, and provide an impact with the programming that we deliver. I think from this short review of what we're doing in the college, I think that we can see that we are innovating, engaging, and impacting. I am so very proud to be dean of this college. Now, please join me in a moment of silence before we begin our meal together. We are serving the lunch buffet style, so please start with your plated salads. College staff will visit each table and kind of release you for buffet service. So start your meal with your salads, and then we'll release you for the buffet. Thank you. Please continue to enjoy your meal or dessert as we begin the award presentations and begin the process of recognizing our honored guests. I'm honored to be here today to present these awards of achievement to successful alumni whose support and accomplishments have helped expand the reach and reputation of the Miller College of Business. Their professional achievements inspire us, and their dedication to the community demonstrates they are living Ball State's commitment to beneficence. If you don't know these accomplished and dedicated alumni, then take the time to connect with them. As I mentioned earlier, our focus on alumni relationships distinguishes the Miller College of Business. We gain wisdom from those who preceded us, and through corporate partnerships, mentoring, and engagement, we support the next generation of Cardinals. In 2020, due to the pandemic, we were unable to have a formal recognition ceremony for our alumni award recipients like we're having today. We held a small ceremony for each as the pandemic allowed. However, I want to take advantage of this opportunity to recognize the 2020 award recipients. Please stand for recognition as I call your name if you are here. Let's hold your applause until I recognize all the 2020 award winners. The 2020 award winners for the Award of Achievement is Michael Butler, Lori Luther, Lori, I know you, and Jeffrey Payne. The 2020 Awards of Distinction: Henry Hall, Shelley Mador, Larry Riley, and Tim Roberts. And our 2020 Hall of Fame inductee, who's not with us here, is Tina Pierce. And now I will present our 2022 Miller College of Business Awards of Achievement, which recognize Miller College alumni who holds position of responsibility and demonstrate professional success. Recipients are active members of the Ball State University Alumni Association and support the Miller College and Ball State through contributions to the Ball State Foundation. I will introduce each award recipient as they make their way to the stage. Kylie Fields, please make your way to the stage. Kylie graduated with a Bachelor's of Marketing in 1998 from Ball State University. She also holds an associate's degree in culinary arts from the Illinois Institute of Art. She previously worked in advertising and as a chief instructor and a private chef. Currently, she is founder of For Good Foods, a Chicago area woman-owned food company focused on creating clean label products using real food ingredients. Through her company, Kylie's cause-based mission enables her to support various nonprofit organizations. These organizations engage, empower, and elevate individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Kylie is an active member of the Specialty Foods Association, a Meals on Wheels annual fundraiser volunteer, and a community volunteer for Urban's Growth Collective. She is a member of the Ball State Quadrangle Giving Society and a member of the Ball State Cardinal Varsity Club Champion Circle. Kylie contributes much of her success, I'm gonna get this right, to 2 working ovens, an open flame, the best ingredients, and a craving to learn more. Please join me in congratulating Kylie on her award.
Thank you, Dean Ferris, and thank you to the Miller College of Business for this recognition. there was a lot of things that really got me far throughout this world. Ball State was one of those. Before I get started, a couple housekeeping things. One, among my award recipients in the achievement category, I am the self-proclaimed winner in the age category. And as the only woman, I'm also the self-proclaimed winner in the beauty category. So thank you. Thank you. Just want to get that out of the way. You know, being a chef and more recently an entrepreneur is just the current chapter of my story. My story really started at Ball State through my studies, exposure to great faculty, real-world experience through internships, exposure outside my world through traveling abroad. I really gained an understanding of what makes a business successful, and of course, myself, a successful business person. So beyond just that, my classwork, social clubs, professional clubs, trips across the pond, exposure to faculty, I really gained something invaluable, and that was confidence and passion. And confidence and passion that I've written so many chapters before this one. Finding my partner, starting a no-oat granola company, being part of the dot-com bubble and burst, pausing to raise kids, navigating the world of raising children with disabilities, and like I said, more recently, starting a no-oat granola company. So thank you for the recognition. Thank you for helping me write so many chapters through that confidence and passion that I gained. I look forward to future chapters, especially the one on age and beauty.
TJ Fields, please make your way to the stage. TJ is a 2009 Operations Management graduate. TJ also earned his MS in Residential Property Management and MBA in 2011 from Ball State. TJ currently serves as an Associate Professor in Wiedner Property Management and Real Estate Program Director at the University of Alaska. He has previously worked as Community Director of Wiedner Apartment Homes and was a graduate assistant at Ball State while completing his 2 master's degrees. Outside of his faculty position, he is a real estate broker license and owns Fields Real Estate. He's also a certified instructor with the Alaska Real Estate Commission. He offers continuing education courses for the community on topics including fair housing and landlord-tenant law to real estate investment finance. TJ is a recipient of many honors, including Ball State's Graduate of the Last Decade in 2019, and was a recipient of the ACE Educator Award for the National Apartment Association that same year. TJ is an active member of the National Apartment Association Education Institute and is on the board of the Institute for Real Estate Management. TJ volunteers. In spite of all that, he still finds time to volunteer in the community. You're treasurer of the Denali Family Services Board of Directors. He's also treasurer of the Magic Yarn Project Board of Directors. TJ.
Thank you. So it's really an honor to be recognized for this award, one that marks not only professional achievement, but also giving back to Ball State. I think everyone in this room would agree that our accomplishments are not our own, but rather a culmination of many hearts and many minds that have supported us along the way. And while it would be impossible to recognize everyone that has influenced or shaped my life, I would like to give a special thank you to my parents and family, who instilled in me the values of hard work and commitment, of service and charity, and to Dr. Carla Earhart, whose passion for teaching opened up so many doors for me and modeled what a caring, supportive academic leader could look like. Both of them have done so much to set me on my course that it only felt natural to establish a scholarship fund for the property management program in memory of my father, one that recognizes hard work and commitment, and then also provides opportunities for students similar to what was afforded to me through this unique program. So I'm very grateful for my time at Ball State, very grateful for the people that I met along the way. And it's a joy to be here today with you all to shine a little light on those people and programs that have done so much for me and continue to do so much for others. So thank you very much.
Brian Geiselhardt, please come to the stage. Brian is a 2008 entrepreneurship graduate and currently a managing director at Ellison's Transmissions, a position he's held since 2013. He launched a new series in 2014 to reposition the Ellison brand within the oil and gas end market. In the fall of 2015, Brian transferred to the Netherlands to lead the development of the company's European, Middle Eastern, and African growth strategies. This led to the growth of $100 million in revenues over 5 years. Upon his return to the U.S., Brian negotiated agreements with Ellison's global channel partners, securing a long-term commitment of services and support for more than 1,400 locations over 100 countries. Brian was honored with the 2013 Outstanding Technology Transfer Professional of the Year Award by the Federal Laboratory Consortium. He received recognition with the 2012 Ball State Graduate of the Last Decade Award. This proud Cardinal serves as an at-large member of the Ball State University Alumni Council and served as a founding member of the Ball State Young Alumni Council. Brian says that, quote, classes at Miller College gave him a strong foundation of problem solving and the ability to look at opportunities from an entrepreneurial aspect. Right.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Dean. I really appreciate the introduction, and more so, I'd like to extend a congratulations to all the award recipients today. It is certainly a humbling experience to be recognized amongst this distinguished group of business professionals. Certainly, I'd like to appreciate and thank my family as part of this award. You know, they were the ones that actually encouraged me to come to Ball State and serve in their legacy as alumni. Our alumni-ship goes within the family very deep and long. And more so, and I'm glad to see so many familiar faces here today, I'd like to really extend the thanks to the faculty within the Miller College. You know, really, the curriculum that you've brought forth to me during my academic career is what allowed me to build that foundation going through experiential learning opportunities that my team and I get to bring every day within the business at Allison Transmission. And I think it's a little funny, you know, as we think about, I was an entrepreneurship graduate, but I'm working for a publicly traded Fortune 1000 company. Really doesn't jive. But what's interesting, and what I really love about my position, as Dean Ferris alluded to in the opening remarks, is I work with our channel partners that support our end customers day in and day out all across the world. And what's unique about that group of individuals is the majority of them are either small enterprises or multi-generational family businesses. So my role is to help navigate, coach, and empower those partners to work with us and navigate the corporate world. And really, it's applying the skills of entrepreneurship is something that I've learned along my journey here at Ball State. So again, thank you for this recognition.
Tad Kilburn. Tad earned a bachelor's in business and marketing education from Ball State in 2010 and an MBA from the University of Kentucky in 2012. Tad earned these degrees working as a graduate assistant in a men's basketball team. A previous owner of Pure Barre franchises with his wife Jessica, Tad is currently a practicing entrepreneur as president of Comp IQ Solutions. This is a national company with headquarters in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Together with his two business partners, they acquired the healthcare software company and reinvested in it. 2.5 years post-acquisition, they have doubled the company's revenue and employee count and are on track to double it again over the next 18 to 24 months. Tad values giving back and established a scholarship fund to support the Emmons Scholarship program. This is a fund that paid for much of Tad's tuition while he was at Ball State. Among his favorite memories of Ball State is being part of the 2008 football team that went 12-0 and was nationally ranked. However, it is fitting that his most significant memory of Ball State was taking fitness swimming classes as his PE credit during his junior year. That is where he met his wife, Jessica, whose unwavering support has allowed him to achieve his professional success.
Thank you very much. I don't know how I got this award, so whoever nominated me, thank you. My wife, on the way up here, she didn't know I had to give a speech. She told me she wanted all of the credit and none of the blame. So she didn't know that was actually my speech because unlike Brian, I was not an entrepreneurship major, and I've kind of turned into one with my wife. So let's see, we were married for 2 years. Took all of our money, invested in her Pure Bar franchises, which she successfully exited in January. We had a 6-month-old and said, hey, I want to quit my really good job with benefits and all that and start this company, get our benefits via Cobra, and maybe not get a paycheck for a while. So honestly, because of how well her Pure Bar franchises were doing, I was able to make that leap. So definitely would not be here without her support. So thank you. And I guess just for the Miller College staff here, I got my MBA from Kentucky afterwards, or after leaving Ball State, and I didn't realize it at the time, but like what a great education I got here. I remember you can pretty much go to any professor's office, the door was open, they'd invite you in, no matter what they were doing, and definitely did not experience that at Kentucky. Not to talk bad about Kentucky, I love it, but it seemed more like a corporate education system of churn and burn students through, not really caring, and definitely got a lot of caring everyone I ever interacted with here at Ball State. So haven't been back in a long time. Hopefully that's still how it is here. So thank you very much.
Anthony Lazara, please make your way to the stage. Tony has only ever held one job professionally. He remembers long hours in the entrepreneurship lab working on his business plan, which he brought to life when he opened LRG Restaurants. LRG was named in the Best Restaurants category by Indianapolis Monthly for the past 3 years and Best New Construction in 2018 by One Zone Commerce. Tony has fond memories of working with Tommy Dant, a fellow entrepreneurship graduate. Tony says, being an entrepreneurship student and member of the Ball State golf team and competing at nationals my senior year prepared me with organization and time management skills. He asserts that his current success stems from the team around him at work. He has made it a goal to focus on a business's big picture, culture, and brand. He trusts the support system around him. He humbly recognizes that LRG Restaurants wouldn't be successful without the enthusiasm and diligence of his staff and employees. Tony is an avid community volunteer and fundraiser who has partnered with local charities like Sweep Away Cancer. He helps these charities raise funds. Tony serves on the board of the Heroes Club that supports the public safety and law enforcement officers. It has raised more than $50,000 over the past 5 years for this charity.
First of all, I'm very humbled to be on this stage with the people in this room and the other award winners today. A lot of familiar faces that I've seen, and it is very humbling with being the age that I am and seeing everybody in here and knowing all their accomplishments. So again, thank you guys, and thank you for kind of leading the way for everybody through this. I, as well with Tad, did not have a speech really kind of prepared or know that I was going to be talking up here, so I'll make this kind of short and sweet for you guys. My support system really is, my wife and my family. I wouldn't be where I was if I didn't have their support with the long hours of the restaurant world and the time commitment of working late at night and not being home during the day, or not being at work during the day. So I have 2 young kids, a 3-year-old and a soon-to-be 1-year-old, both boys. So my life is very busy. But I remember writing my business plan in the entrepreneurship lab, the new now redesigned lab that's beautiful, provided by Triphase, that I still use some of the stuff that I learned today in the Miller College of Business that I learned during that program. It's kind of cool to look back on all the numbers and all the research that I did, and still kind of changes, or still goes into effect today. Of course, not with inflation, but some of it does. So it's really cool to look back on it and realize everything that you learned through college, I feel like Ball State actually allows you to use later in life, where you're not just, reading from books and not getting real life experiences. So I will say the next person coming up is probably the self-proclaimed best-looking man. So we'll let him talk next. But thank you guys very much.
Well, that's quite a lead in here. Connor Ryan. Connor earned his Bachelor of Science in Financial Planning and Investing from Miller College in 2013. Connor is one of 3 partners who built a financial advisory practice that stewards over $1 billion in assets for select families across the country. He leads their business development efforts and has grown the company by 150% over the last 3 years. He gives his time back to the Miller College as chairperson of the new Miller College SOAR Advisory Board. He's a frequent Dialogue Day participant. Connor credits his education at Ball State and experience on a football field as foundational to his professional success. A 2-time captain of the Ball State football team, he believes that the grit and resiliency learned through Ball State football and their coaching staff has shaped the man he is today. He also credits one of his former professors, Srinivasan Sundaram, with providing him his start by connecting him to another Ball State alumnus at Merrill Lynch. This connection led to an internship and resulted in the business he owns today. Connor?
Well, thank you, everybody. It's an honor to be here. I know many people in this room have been very fortunate to probably call, email, try and ask for a meeting nonstop. So it's been great to really be in front of all of you today. I got to first start off by thanking my fiance Sloan, who knows how much time goes into operating a business with over 40 states and how much that entails. So she's been a huge support system for myself, and I'm fortunate to be a part of 2 unbelievable families, my own back in Cleveland, Ohio, who I also had a brother that played here as well, and then the family I'm marrying into, the Toby family, who are both Ball State grads as well. So I feel very, very fortunate to be part of those. The interesting thing is a lot of people think with my football background here that is kind of what opened the doors for me professionally, which obviously it did help and teach me how to deal with adversity and rejection and all those great things that happen in the business world and in the strength and conditioning world over at the football stadium. So that was a great learning experience. But it was truly a finance professor, Srini, that took the time to find me in the classroom and notice something to introduce me to another, ironically, football player, but alum of the Miller College of Business, John Cate, and that led to an internship that got my foot in the door, and so I'm forever thankful to Srini for that. So again, I just want to thank all the people here. I'm your typical person that has built the business on the shoulders of a lot of people in this building. And so I'm very, very fortunate for those incredible relationships. So thank you.
Now we will transition to this year's Awards of Distinction, which honor Miller College of Business alumni who demonstrate outstanding professional success and dedicate themselves as civic leaders. Recipients are active members of Ball State's Alumni Association and show loyalty, support, and leadership on behalf of the Miller College of Business. Brian Case. Brian graduated from Ball State in 1985 with a bachelor's degree in finance. He is a sales director for employee benefits at One America, where he has received and won several industry awards. Being a first-generation college student, Brian says that his education at Ball State provided him with the skills, foundation, and confidence he needed to launch a successful career at One America. He has had the good fortune to travel internationally, and he says it all started at Ball State. He credits his education, specifically his finance degree, as the thing that most contributed to his success. Brian has volunteered for and financially supported many charitable organizations during his professional career. He is currently president of the board of directors for Barn Raisers of Indiana. Barn Raisers raises funds and awareness to improve the lives of children. They have raised more than $750,000 for various local and international charities, while Brian has served as president of the board. He's also past president of the board of directors and member of the Indianapolis Association of Health Underwriters.
First of all, thanks to Dean Ferris. I don't know, maybe some of you, when I got the email, I had to double check and make sure it was really right, my name. Did he really mean to send that to me, that I was going to get this award? So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Also, special thanks to Brian and Kelsey in the development office. I've worked with them for the last couple of 2 or 3 years, and they've been fantastic. So really appreciate that sponsorship and ability to partner. So for me, as Dean Ferris said, I'm a first-generation college graduate, and nobody in my family expected anybody to go to college. And for me, it was really important that for me to change the circumstances for not just myself, but my children to be, to make sure that I was educated. And Ball State being in my own backyard, I grew up here in Muncie, and I grew up in a blue-collar family where my friends were blue-collar, their parents were blue-collar, and nobody really valued education necessarily. But coming to Ball State changed that whole trajectory for me, and it changed the whole dynamic. Not just in classroom work, that was important, but the soft skills of how to communicate, how to interact with people, time management skills, and all of those things I learned that allowed me then to launch my career. In fact, I got a phone call on a Sunday, I'll never forget this, a Sunday evening, from my current employer. So in the entire time that I've had a career, it's all been at One America, 36 years. I got that call on a Sunday night through the placement office. The placement office, the One America individual had contacted the placement office and got my name. So I'm just so thrilled to be able to have that opportunity. I would never have guessed that 36 years later, here I am, the opportunity to stand in front of all the rest of the award winners. I feel humbled to be able to do that, but Ball State's really the place that launched that for me. And without that, I would not be able to have the success that I've had today. Very proud of my daughter. She's an IU grad. I tried to get her to go to Ball State, but her heart was set on going to IU. But I got convinced my son to come here. So my wife and I are very proud of our children, very proud of both of them also graduating from college and understanding the value of education. So I just can't thank enough Ball State for allowing me to come up and be a part of this. I'm humbled again to be in the room with all the award winners, and just thank you for the time and the effort and the opportunity.
Robert Foster. Bob earned his Bachelor of Science degree in accounting in 1983. He currently serves as Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of iPay. Before his tenure at iPay, Bob was a partner at E&Y. In addition to his distinguished career in accounting, Bob has been the recipient of numerous awards, including the 2021 CEO Today Global Awards, Inc. 5000 America's Fastest Growing Company Award, the 2021 Global Payroll Supplier of the Year, and the 2020 Global Payroll Provider of the Year Award. Bob is active in the community and with his profession. He coached youth sports for 18 years. He's a member of the Miller College Entrepreneurship Center Advisory Board, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and both Indiana and Texas Certified Public Accountants. Bob is the past chairman and advisory board member of the Heroes for Children, a nonprofit organization. This organization advocates for and provides assistance to families with children battling cancer. He's also a Team Michael member supporting an organization assisting child life specialists and pediatric oncology patients at Children's Medical Center Dallas and Cook's Children's Hospital. Bob?
So I've noticed the younger group is all worried about beauty and age. So I think this older group's not too worried about that. It's a little too late, right? Every good organization's built with a good alumni group, and I'm really encouraged to see that. When I started out, I relied on the mentors that were here or they had graduated. That's how I got my first job at EY. Dean Black, one of your predecessors, was really instrumental in mentoring us. And then I moved to Texas pretty early on, and Ball State became farther away. There was really no reason for me to reconnect. And about 5 years ago, President Mearns reached out with Brian at the development office and Jen Bott, the business dean at the time. And they came to Texas 2 years in a row, which gave me a reason to reconnect. And then about 3 years ago, I believe, I received a phone call from Ball State. And it was the dean. It was his first day. And I'm kind of going, don't you have something better to do than to call me? But I'm glad you did, because it did give us a chance to reconnect with Matt and the entrepreneurship, to help the younger students to I can now help and mentor and give back. So we're really glad that we can do that. I appreciate the award. I thank you. Like most others, I'm not sure on the criteria. I'm just glad it was an alumni award and not a student, undergraduate student award when I was here. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Our next winner is Kurt Humphrey. Kurt will not be here. He'll be represented by his brother, Ed. Kurt is a 1979 Bachelor of Accounting graduate. Kurt started as a staff accountant for E&Y before becoming financial reporting director for Baldwin and Lyons. In 1984, Kurt became the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, for the Indianapolis Colts, which he held until his retirement in 2021. He is a frequent speaker at high schools and universities, including Ball State. Kurt serves as a mentor for Ball State and Trine University students. Kurt is a member of the Board of Directors, is on the Investments Committee, and serves on the Audit Committee for Noble, Inc. Noble is a nonprofit that extends opportunities and enhances the quality of life for people with disabilities and their families. In addition to his service for Noble, Kurt provides financial support annually for 4 families and many others in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand. And not surprisingly, Kurt is an avid sports volunteer. Kurt is a past Avon Junior Athletics Association president and board member, a past Avon Junior Athletic Association basketball referee, and a past Avon Junior Athletic Association softball coach and umpire. Ed.
As he said, my name's Ed Humphrey, and I'm taking the place of my brother who's ill at the time or not feeling well. Couple stories. You mentioned about his job path, his career path. It's interesting. He got a job out of Ball State with Baldwin and Young, or Ernst and Young, and he was there like 2 or 3 years. Then he decided for his career path he needed to move on, so he went to work for Baldwin and Lyon as, I think, their controller, head of all their accounting. And but when he left Ernst and Young, he did it the correct way. He gave them the 2-week notice. He talked to them. They tried to keep him there. He just said, well, this is something that I really feel like I need to do. So he left, went to Baldwin and Lyon, and a year later, the Indianapolis Colts roll into town. Well, it just so happens that Ernst and Young was Bob Irsay's accounting firm in Baltimore, and the accountant was not coming with them from Baltimore to Indianapolis. So they said, hey, we're going to call Ernst & Young. We need to get an accountant to run our department. So they call him, and lo and behold, because of the way Kurt did this and the way he departed from their company, they said, the guy you need is Kurt Humphrey. He loves sports. He's a great accountant. He'd be a perfect match for you. So that's how it all kind of worked for him. And it was a perfect story to tell, like, my kids, all the grandkids and all that of my mom's, of, you know, how to depart from a job properly, and don't burn any bridges when you do that. One other story, and I'll leave you alone because Kurt's the professional speaker, not me, but when the Colts went to the Super Bowl, he bought all of our family tickets. So we all got to go. We got to stay at the hotel with the team. We got to go on the buses with them. We got to spend a day with a lot of the players and the families, which was really, really a neat experience. Well, the first time they went, of course, they beat the Chicago Bears. And one of the neatest experiences for me as a brother was when they won, Jim Irsay said, hey, I want all my guys down on the field. So Kurt got to go down on the field. And he's waving to us, and we're just like, there's my brother. We grew up in Lanecrest neighborhood, just right over here in a little house, raised by a single mom, and there's Kurt down there with the Indianapolis Colts. He's a world champion. And it's like, how cool is that? And of course, he had his ring on today to wear, and he'll usually show it to anybody that wants to see it. But anyway, he is not feeling well, so he would definitely like to thank the Miller College of Business. So thank you very much.
Jim Stratman. Jim is a 1993 entrepreneurship and small business management graduate. While we recognize him for his professional achievements, we applaud his discipline and focus as a 2-time American Powerlifting Federation National Powerlifting Champion in 1987 and 1988. Again, we have an alumnus who has held only one job since graduation. Jim is the founder and CEO of EnviroPlus, Inc., a global provider of customized engineered resins. EnviroPlus is the company business plan he pitched during E-Day while a senior at Ball State. Completing this project was the most memorable experience he has at Ball State. He's a member of the Ball State Miller College of Business Entrepreneurship Advisory Board and a senior member of the Society of Plastics and Engineers. Jim is a founding member of Vistage International. Vistage is the world's largest and most comprehensive executive coaching organization for small and mid-sized businesses. He's undoubtedly philanthropically minded. Jim is a member of the Wounded Warrior Foundation, a member and donor of Point Man Ministries serving military veterans, and a member of the Fundraising Advisory Council for Youth First, Inc. Jim has been a sponsor, donor, coach, and volunteer for the Evansville Junior Football League for 31 years, and a member, sponsor, and donor of United Way. Jim. He's still got a grip.
So I too, I'm very humbled by this opportunity. This is my third award at Ball State, so I'm, again, very humbled, and I want to first and foremost thank my fan club of one here with me, my lovely wife, Ingrid, for all the support through 20 years of marriage, 4 children, 4 dogs. Kind of a crazy life we live, but one of the things I want to mention in the first award that I received at Ball State, I had the honor of having my parents in the crowd. They're no longer with us, but one thing I mentioned about them is they taught me work ethic. And of all the things that you learn at Ball State and the things that I've learned over the years, to put that with a work ethic that I learned from them, along with, I was actually brought to Ball State with, from a little coaxing by Coach Dave Land and Coach Paul Shudell years ago. So I was on the Ball State football team as well when we won the MAC Conference Championship in '89. So I was very honored to be a part of that program for sure. But it led me to the Ironworks gym and training for the National Powerlifting Championship, and that's when I was introduced to the entrepreneurship program. And it changed my life, no question. And I'll just say that, you know, one thing, I think the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender, so to speak. For sure, that's a Vince Lombardi saying, and I think I've lived by that. We've been through a lot of tough times, you know, growing a business for 30 years. We've got 70 full-time employees, and we're on our way to 100 million in revenue. And it all started on a Discover card that I was applied for at TIS bookstore down here in the village. 1992, members since 1992. So the point is, if I can do it on a Discover card, anybody can do it, right? So, but it's been a great ride, and you know, I've had great colleagues. I've tried to give back. I did give back for a number of years after graduation with the Entrepreneurship Advisory Board. I was able to evaluate business plans and get very involved in that. I thought I retired from the program, and Matt made a little trip to Evansville last year and twisted my arm and said, it's time for you to come back and get back involved. And it's awesome. This is an awesome place, and I'm humbled to be a part. And I thank you very much.
The MCOB Hall of Fame Award is our most prestigious award and is awarded to those alumni who hold positions of distinction in business, government, or academia and demonstrate exceptional professional success. Recipients are significant, loyal supporters of Ball State, and they are recognized civic leaders. They are among our most prominent graduates. Their pictures are hung in the Molinaro Hall of Fame conference room, a room dedicated in memory of the parents of Don Molinaro, an executive advisory board member in attendance today. Craig Dobbs. I am pleased to announce Craig Dobbs is a 2022 Hall of Fame inductee. Craig earned his Bachelor of Science degree in finance from Ball State in 1986. Before, he was the managing director of investments for Greystone Consulting, a business of Morgan Stanley. Craig got his start at Merrill Lynch. He worked there for 20 years before joining Citi Institutional Consulting in Indianapolis. Craig is a member of the Investment Management Consulting Association and a member of the Association of Professional Investment Consultants. Craig earned a 2018 Miller College Award of Distinction and the 2021 Ball State University Theater Craft Award. He has received other honors, including the John J. Mack Award and the Jefferson Award. Craig is also a member of Barron's Top 100 Consultants in the country. In addition, the Dobbs Group has been ranked the number one consulting group in the country for 4 years by Barron's Magazine. Craig is also the founder of the Children's Theraplay Foundation, serving children with disabilities. Children's Theraplay is the largest clinic in the country, providing physical, occupational, and speech therapies on horseback through an innovative treatment strategy called hippotherapy. In addition, he is a member of the United States Equestrian Team Foundation Board and a member of the Ball State University Foundation Board of Directors. He is also a member of Ball State University's Founders and Fellows Giving Society. Craig, we are grateful for your support, and we are honored to call you a graduate of this college. Your achievement elevates the status of the Miller College and of Ball State. You inspire our students, and we're so grateful that you're here today with us. Please share some words.
I don't know who that guy was, but you're probably asking yourself how I got the Theater and Dance Craft Award. It's my lovely wife who's her love for the theater and dance. And I couldn't carry a note if it had a handle on it. So, but it's good to be able to support, not just the business college but other parts of Ball State. When I was asked to serve on the board, the foundation board, I was very surprised at all the other things we did besides the College of Business, and realized that this university had so much to offer to so many different people. And when I go around the country, I like to brag about it. So it's been very humbling to be here. And Dean, thank you for that, and all the people at the Miller College for this great award. I'm very humbled and honored to be among the people that are on the Hall of Fame. Tony was my mentor when I started in the program, and I thank you for that, Larry, and a lot of the other people that I've had interaction. But one person on that list that isn't with us here today, I have to give my biggest thank you to, because I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him, and that's J.B. Black Jr. And I don't know what I did or what I said, but I remember I was a junior, and I was in a finance class, and he said, if anybody knows J.B., he changes his pitch a lot, usually pretty high. And he said, Mr. Dobbs, could you stay after class? I need to talk to you. And first thing I thought was, oh, shit, what'd I do now? And he actually took me aside, and he said, I'm teaching a summer school class at Grissom Air Force Base this summer, and I want you to be in it. And I said, well, listen, because the plan was for me was I would go 4 years to school, and then I would go back and work for the family's RV business, because that was just kind of what you did. And so my first, I did that. I actually took the summer school class, and I think it was a 6-week program. You went 2 nights a week, and it was quite a drive from Elkhart to get there. Matter of fact, I borrowed $20 for him one time to get home because I forgot my wallet, and I still owe him. But during that time frame, what I didn't understand or what I didn't know until now was he was spending time to tell me that you can get more out of just going back and working in the factory. Not that that was a bad job, but there's more that you can do. And he introduced me to my first job. It was an internship that I did that then led me into Merrill Lynch. Had a thing called the JET program that led to that. And 6 months later, I was off to New York. So it was, from that, it's weird that one little thing in your life that happens that changes the rest of your life forever. And that was one of those experiences that I could say today that changed my life forever. Probably wouldn't have married the woman that I have today. She probably wouldn't have put up with me back in that area, but my wife, who's here with me today, after 34 years, got it, nailed it. And I think my mom is watching today, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, and I want to say, Mom, I love you if you are watching this and thinking about you all the time. And the last thing, the other thing is that I get to wear this Ball State tie again. So every time we have one of these functions, I like that because I don't get to wear it very often. But everybody here today, congratulations. I'm very proud to be part of this group. No joking aside, you got to go to Anthony's Chop House because it is very good. And everybody the last thing I'll say about this is that a lot of times professors and people on staff don't realize how much you mean to these kids that come through these doors. But you might say something or do something that might change their life for the better for the rest of their lives, and I thank you for that.
The 17th Annual Miller College of Business Alumni Awards ceremony is now concluded, but feel free to continue to mingle and to make connections and to congratulate the award winners on their accomplishments. Afterwards, we'd like all the award winners to report here to the stage. We can take a group photo or two. I'll remind the advisory boards that many of you will reconvene for an afternoon session. Your work isn't done. For my EAB, we will reconvene at 2:30. So thank you for joining us today. You know, while on campus, I would encourage you to explore the landscape. The campus looks extremely pretty at this time of year. The groundskeepers and the landscape people have done a wonderful job with the flowers and the shrubbery here, so do visit that. Please connect with us if you'd like to participate. We have advisory board openings if you'd like to mentor a student, if you'd like to speak to a class, if you'd like to engage in any other way, hook up with one of our professors, one of our staff here, contact me. We would love to engage you. Again, put another plug in there. We're always looking for mentors for our SOAR program, a way to really kind of give back and help shape that next generation of Cardinal leaders. So again, thank you for joining us, and we are concluded.